Hey, how's it going? Happy New Year. By the time of this recording, it's the start of the new year, new plans, new goals, new aspirations, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start the year off great. Aatrox's video is already done, should be uploaded shortly after this one. And if not, you see some blueprints of it as I'm doing this whole video. But other than that, pretty much, we're gonna cover what happened previously. Nick Shirley. Now, the thing about Nick Shirley is that one, people don't like him. Two, they're making him out to be a kid lover. So let's get right into it. I know, pretty crazy stuff, right? But let's get into it. So, first post right here. A preschool not letting a random YouTuber barge in doesn't mean they're committing fraud. No, it doesn't. Specifically, there's multitude of reasons. One, it's a random, person outside of a building trying to get in to see children. That's weird. To be 100% fair. But at the same time, if you're trying to get into a facility or you're trying to see, hey, does this facility, have kids in it? You're trying to do like a journalism, try to see, oh, okay, is this, facility legitimate? Are they just taking money? Are they scamming you? It's good to know why. It's really good to know why. But a lot of people are here just like defending it, oh, being like, yeah, that's weird. That's weirdo behavior. I mean, it is weirdo behavior if you're just doing it for no reason, but he's actually going in there saying, hey, where are the kids at? Where are the children at? Now, if you're putting your kids there, you're wondering, oh, shoot, where are my kids? There's a problem already. But no, like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. You have right here in the comments below, in 2018, Fox 9 ran a story about a massive welfare and daycare fraud scheme, all that. So let's just take a look at this. Take the time, pause the video if you want to see it. If not, then oh well, hold up, I'm too big. Here you go. Yeah, take a look at it, see what you like to read out of it. Ooh, excuse me. A little gassy today. So specifically this video right here, it kind of made me like a little not heated, but I'm like, you can't be this dumb to an extent. But you'd be surprised with today's modern age.
Shirley goes into a couple daycare centers in Minnesota. He doesn't say the time, he doesn't say the day. He shows up without permission, and they don't talk to him because he doesn't have permission. In order to do interviews at a private business, you usually have to call ahead first. Do interviews at a private business, you usually have to call ahead first.
Not if you're journalist. You got to I don't get why people think interviewing someone or being an interviewer is comparative to you doing actual field work. Because I believe like Fox News said to him, hey, we appreciate like this is stuff you would see back in the early days of just like trying to get news coverage, trying to see what's going on in the city, what's going on in the world, stuff like that. That's what journalism is. He's not trying to interview these people. He's interviewing the people, but he's trying to see, hey, I'm trying to get more information. I'm trying to get more stuff out of these, little interactions. I'm trying to investigate or trying to do actual work to see if these businesses are legitimate or are they just fraudulent.
And arrange some sort of interview. He doesn't do that, the cops get called.
And the reason why you don't do interviews is because they set up the place. I don't get why people think, oh, you should have actually called these businesses or you should call these places, these facilities, actually set up the proper time and place to do it. You know what happens in the time and place they do it? Hold on, I'm gonna play the music. But you know what happens when you actually set up the time and place for these facilities or businesses to actually properly mandate themselves is that they just ship them in. Let's say, for example, this business or this facility had no kids for the past 4 or 5 months, if not 2-3 years, right? It's like, oh, we're going to do an interview real quick. We're going to interview the place. We're going to go in here and do some journalism. All right, cool. Ship the kids. Let's go right now. We need 20,000 of them right here in this building right now. Closed windows, no windows at all. Hurry up and send the kids over. And it's like, you really can't, you don't get the accurate data. You just be like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is just a one-off thing. Gotcha.
And because he claims he doesn't, quote, see children,
Yeah.
and they misspelled the word learning,
Yeah.
that means that there's...
Mind you, it's been debunked. I'm going to put it right on the screen. Or this video. 3, 2, 1. Of them, literally, it's literally them saying, oh yeah, we had this facility for like 7 to 8 years. We are now fixing it. Our printer was broken. It takes you 8 years to 7 years to fix a letter of a already printed poster. It takes 7 years for your printer to work. That makes no fucking sense. If you actually use your brain for 2.5 seconds, then you use it to think about, oh, I need to breathe. The fuck? It's stupid.
Millions and millions of dollars in fraud going on in Minnesota. Now, let me tell you something about this guy, Nick Shirley. I met him at Amfest.
Okay.
He's a right-wing clown. Now, he
Name
claims that all this fraud is going on in Minnesota. The only reason why he went out there is because he wanted to get clicks. He got exactly what he wanted. He gained 300,000 followers in 24 hours.
Now, even if he did do it to get clicks, you have to take in consideration as well that him wanting to do this for clicks and him getting like the spotlight put on Minnesota for these businesses, for these facilities to be actually investigated says a lot. It really does.
The vice president also tweeted about him. This was about money for this guy. If there's actual real fraud going on, then you arrange an interview.
No, you don't, because if you arrange, I don't get why people keep saying this. Like, if you arrange an interview, the only thing that you're doing for that business is that, hey, we're gonna come here at this time of time, this time of place, at this time of location, and we're actually gonna, interview you in your building. Cool, great. Send the kids in right now. Like, you're dumb. You're actually dumb if you think that here. Leering Center has been shut down, so that's interesting. What else is here? Yeah, Nick Shirley, viral video to Somali to run daycares in Minneapolis. Jesus. Never sees millions, blah, 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 blah. Here.
Everyone seems to be talking about the viral video by YouTuber Nick Shirley visiting some.
Oh, shoot. My bad.
Everyone seems to be talking about the viral video by YouTuber Nick Shirley visiting Somali-run daycares in Minnesota that receive millions in taxpayer money and showing a lack of kids present.
Yeah.
Well, I have a strange twist for you. The daycare that's getting the most attention from Shirley's video is the Quality Learning Center, misspelled as Quality Luring Center.
It's leering.
While answering questions today, the state commissioner in charge of licensing daycares claimed that the Quality Learning Center permanently closed 1 week ago, which would have been before Shirley filmed his video. Listen.
I will share that our team was notified that Quality Learning Center closed just over a week ago. And I believe the details that were given at that time were around space concerns. And that's what was shared.
But after that press conference, we went back to the Quality Learning Center and vans were dropping off dozens of children. Parents and a manager told us the daycare is open and is legitimate.
But by the state, it's closed and shut down.
Inspectors leaving, and we hope to find out by the end of the week if they made any new findings.
But by the state itself, it is confirmed to be shut down. They are clearly lying to you. If you believe any of this, you are a moron. But yeah. New Quality Leering Center in Minneapolis is now tracking in children. Yeah, after Nick Shirley's video. I'm not surprised because people are now being like, oh, there's children coming here. There's children coming here. Oh, you posted the video, but now, oh, there's children coming here. No shit. Children are going to a leering facility after a viral video of no children going to a learning facility pops off. Like, it's like you opening a taco stand, no one's around you that, get your tacos. It's like all of a sudden the dude with the camera pulls up. It's like, hey, this is a really good taco place. I want to buy some. Cool. Business right out the front door. Makes common sense why just not so much. It's just a cover up. That's it. Let me see.
Allegations. Is there fraud going on here? No, it's a video. I just want to know what's your response. Huh?
Get the out of here.
What's your response to the allegations? Is there fraud going on here, and is there children? That's all.
Don't harass me for here.
Allegations. Is there?
It's just a cover up. Because no matter what you try to perceive it as, or people try to perceive it as, it's like, oh, the viral video of him going to a leering facility, but turns out it's actually supposed to be a learning facility, actually has children. Now it doesn't mean anything. Because the video popped off, now they're putting kids into that facility saying, oh yeah, there's always been kids here, there's always been kids here. But by state mandated everything, or yeah, state mandated like laws, whatever, it's apparently closed for the past week before you even got there. But this crazy video pops up on my timeline, and I'm like, what the hell? Because they're making him out to be some kind of like pedo. So yeah, as it says, this liberal says Nick Shirley needs to be on a registry. My goodness, he kept at least 250 feet away from children at all times. What the hell?
Hey, I've been seeing a few videos on here about the whole.
Sorry in advance. I can only hear it out of my left earbud, and that's so weird. I hate that a lot.
Nick Shirley thing. You know, the guy who was investigating
play that
fraud in Minnesota and basically trying to break into daycare centers, going up to the doors and saying, "Where are the children? Where are the children?"
Because it's a daycare center, and you're trying to see, hey, are there actual children here? And I never wanted to not play a game series. Hearing him talk and him wearing this, take this shit off me. I wanted to play New Vegas again, my second time. Now I don't want to for the next 2 weeks. Anyways.
For those of you out there who might be tempted to defend Nick Shirley, I just want to make sure that you're clear on one thing, because I know everybody else is
I'm all ears.
dealt with everything else. Like, you know, probably should have called the police, you know, because, you know, some creepy strangers going up the doors demanding to see children.
If you actually watch the video for 10 minutes, he's not banging on the doors, actively getting aggressive to see these, you know, kids. It's merely just him being like, hey, question, I'm trying to set my kid up for daycare. Can I look at the facility? Oh, I'm trying to set up this daycare. Is there a way I can write stuff down or like write on a piece of paper saying, hey, I want to set my kid up here? No, they don't allow him to do that because it's a fraudulent business. You're actively saying, no, don't, no. It's
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're absolutely clear. Nick Shirley shows up to a fucking daycare center where any children associated with my family are, then he would have to consider himself extremely lucky if the only thing I
insinuating violence.
do is call the police. Because there are other options.
Insinuating violence.
Why would I call the police if some creepy dude showed up to daycare center demanding to see children? That's paperwork. That's witnesses.
He's spacing out. He can't come up with anything. And he's not demanding. Like, like I said, I don't get it. Like, people are so adamant on him being like, he's demanding to see these kids. He's a weirdo. He's a pedo. He's this. He's that. No, he's not. He's asking the question saying, hey, you know, are there children here? You mind if I take a look? I'm doing something real quick. I'm trying to set my kid up at this facility. Yes, it's lying to an extent. But at the same time, it's like, you want to actually know, hey, is this right for my kid as a parent? Because, like, if I'm a dad, right? Or if I'm, like, dropping my dog off at, like, this, like, little facility, I want to make sure, one, this facility is safe. It's kind of clean to an extent. I know there's dog pee and shit everywhere, so I'm not surprised. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, is this facility good? Is this facility great? You know, let me take a look around, make sure everything's all nice and dandy. Because I remember that's what we did for one of our dogs. It was like, we had to drop him off at this facility when we were out of town for a few days. And that's what they did. They were like, hey, can we look around for a few places? He's like, yeah, you're good. You know, take care of, you know, do your thing. For the most part, they were chill. So yeah, I don't get what's wrong with it. It's like actively just looking around. I don't get it. But him saying, oh, he's demanding to see children. No, he's not. Just another lie.
I guarantee you nobody knew they were there to begin with, so I'll take care of it.
Insinuating violence.
Silly Billy.
Insinuating violence. It's subtle, but insinuating. But here's a clip of just everything. Because, yeah, if you like take a... There's no addresses. I'm going to leave this in the description below, but, like, if you want to take a look at it fully, I'm going to just, like, let it play out, like, pause it here. 24 hours a day? Son, no way, bro. No way. No, what? This is so... Hold up. Hold on. I'm a bit of a moron. Hold on. I had to edit that part out. I'm a bit of a moron. But no, like, you look at these times, 6 a.m., 10 p.m., okay, that's fine. 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., that's also fine. But there's, like, no times for these. There's no addresses for these. It's just a whole, like, stream of them just, like, scrolling down. But no, you have them also catching themselves in lies. I'll link this one in the description below. I'll copy that for y'all. But no, daycare activist covers her mouth as she slips. There is fraud! Oh my goodness.
And I do see some signs over here that
me
say
see this.
stop fraud, and I agree. Stop it.
Look, they can't even admit the truth, bro. This is how sad and pathetic these like kind of people are. They can't even admit, like, oh, it's fraud. Wait, no, I can't say that. I can't say that. I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. I can't say that. No, this goes against everything I stand for. Just call a spade a spade. It's not that hard. Oh my goodness. Jeez, bro.
There are wait lists for these programs that are years long. There is fraud. There is.
She says it again. She actively says it. She
And I
says it
do
again.
see some.
There's more people like this too. It's insane. Hold on. Actually, we'll watch this real quick.
Who is he? Like, who gave this guy license to go around and say, I couldn't get into daycare centers, the doors were locked? Like, nobody should be able to walk into a daycare center because the doors are locked. These random...
No, they have like a buzzer. Because I remember I was at a daycare. I mean, yeah, it was kind of sketchy. But to be fair, it was like one, a daycare, and two, it was like a taekwondo thing. I missed that. Black Belt Academy. Love that place. Love it a lot. Should have been a black belt. But that's a story for another time. I was a horrible kid. But no, like, it's kind of like the, you know, not even daycare facility, but I've been to a, like, after school care or a daycare facility, right? YMCA and stuff. They have actual waitlisting areas and actual, like, you know, little lobbies and stuff where, one, they just buzz you in for the most part. They just, like, look at you and it's like, all right, buzz you in. There's the front desk and the kids are all the way in the back. And that's it. That's pretty much it. That's like, they have safety. They have precautions. He's not walking in there being like, let me see all your children right now. Like, the fuck? He's not a weirdo.
vigilante justice
Hope not.
seekers who ordain themselves like some sort of law enforcement expert. Like, he's a random YouTuber. And I just find it laughable that the party of the self-proclaimed pro-life people are celebrating cutting off funding to children. White event.
No, they're cutting off fraud. They're cutting off millions to billions of dollars in fraud of these facilities. Because you, the taxpayer, are paying for this for millions to billions of dollars in one false child care and false. And this is another thing where I want to say this. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever your ethnicity is. If you yourself and a group of people are committing a crime, you commit that crime as a group of people who are committing said crime, not the entire community for it. You don't go around saying, oh, this black person over here is stealing things, or these groups of black people over here, they're stealing things. Now the entire, you know, community, the entire ethnicity, the entire race is just a bunch of stealing people. No, these groups of people just steal things. They're stealing, you know, they're stealing. That's it. Like stuff like this, and Shirley's video is falling apart. It's just stuff like this, man. But it gets funnier. So it turns out they're lying to themselves.
Unfortunately, we saw that there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone.
How does that happen?
There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book. This is devastating news, and we don't know why this is targeting our Somali community, as one video made by a specific individual made this all happen.
It's almost like you're getting called out for your fraud, and you're getting called out because of your bullshittery that you're trying to. And mind you, how do you lose all your documents? How do you get all your checkbooks ripped up? How do you lose everything? You're like basically in your own little private building that you have locked up Fort Knox with security cameras. How do you lose all that? You don't. You turn off the cameras, you get rid of everything.
We've been receiving hateful messages through our voice notes threatening us since the past couple of days, including one that happened yesterday morning when the break-in, after the break-in.
How'd the break-in occur? Do you have video evidence of the break-in? If you don't have video evidence of the break-in, it's not really a break-in. It's more like you got rid of shit.
This is frightening and exhausting because this is happening to us Somali communities as Somali Americans. We are supposed to stand with each other and help each other through everything that's happening.
You shouldn't have scammed the government out of millions to billions of dollars.
This is also sad that a video can cause all of this.
Yeah, the same way a video can cause, major... It can cause anything to happen. For the most part, you know how many videos of, like, YouTubers and stuff, or, like, YouTubers, businesses and stuff have been covered by a singular dude that's like, oh yeah, this is no good, no bueno, this is bad place to eat, bad place to visit, yada yada yada. Well, let's get right into this. Hold on. The internet is letting two strange men with cameras inside to see children.
Hi, I know we're two creepy grown men, but can we see the children, please? Excuse me, do your kids go here? No, my kids do not go here, but I need every single child outside of the building now. You Somalians are always just scamming people. You have an agenda, you know that? I need to see all the kids, or we're gonna call ICE. You have 3 seconds. You Somalians are gonna let us in. I knew you guys were up to something ever since I saw one of you in the grocery store a couple days ago. I knew you were up to something, and now I finally have it. I need to see them. I need to...
Yeah, this is just fucking weirdo behavior. I can't watch the rest of this. I'm gonna let it play out, but oh my fuck, this is so weird. And this is what everyone thinks of, like, Nick Shirley, like, doing this whole investigation thing. They, like, view him as, like, this weirdo pedo, and it's like, no, he's just doing journalism. He's trying to see, hey, where are the kids at? Where can I set up my, child? Yeah, it involves a little bit of lying, as I said previously, but it's like, they're not going to give you the actual right information. Now, if you do put your kid in there, or you did bring a kid with you saying, hey, I'm putting my kid here, all right, they're going to, look at you more like, oh, okay, you try to put this kid here. Oh, we're not open. Why aren't you open? Yada, yada, yada. Okay. When are you guys going to be open? Oh, we've been closed for a week. Thought you guys were going to be open soon. No? Wow.
See the children. I need... Oh, I know why you don't want us to see the kids. You're probably not citizens. That's it. That's it. Let us see the little boys.
Yeah, I can't watch any more of this.
And group.
There's more of this. I'm going to link them all in the description below. But yeah, let me see. This. Oh my goodness. That's pretty bad. Oh yeah, here it goes. I was gonna play this, but this is basically the same video. But here, look at this.
Why was the word learning misspelled?
That was a printing error.
And how long was it that way?
I don't know, but the printer, now that you guys have put the printer at bay, now the printer is reprinting that up again. So sometimes it's just hard to get printers to come out in the wintertime as the weather changes to put up new signage and things of that nature. And because we had different types of weather elements going on, it was just delayed. But for the simple fact, just because it is a misprint, everyone is taking that out of content.
It's not a misprint. You want to know how long this facility
Looks like it's fixed now, though. Yeah. So, and who are these people here?
People, American. They're people.
Clearly lying.
Like some daycare kids.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know why y'all thinking kids are not coming. Like y'all are out here like there's
clearly
like they're not
lying.
Like kids are not coming.
Because the news reporters are there. But let's look in the comments below. Let's see this real quick. They got their license in 2017 and their weather was too inconsistent to get it fixed. Wait, let me see this. Hot damn. If you guys are curious, I'll be in the Raleigh area this weekend potentially. If you want some cards, if you're a kid or you want yourself are having like a little birthday thing, or if you want cards or whatever, let me know. I have some collections and stuff. I have like adult money now, so I could just like, here, if you want this poster from like the premium box or whatever, you can have it. I don't really care. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Cheers, have fun, stay safe, drink your water, go for that run. I ran a mile today. Progressive overload is a bitch and a half. But yeah, cheers.